the first game on a Knights Pink, or for Knights Pink against Rollins College. I am joined here with Liv as my color caster. I'm your play-by-play caster, by the way, Mahedrian. Here joined today. How are you doing, Liv?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. A little bit rushed here, and as well, the game's a little rushed as well. We're actually kind of starting a bit in the middle of everything. We just got done with the picks on our first map, which is Lotus. I will get more information about the upcoming maps as we go forward with the stream. But it's been a very long time since I've actually casted a match, so I'm pretty excited to get going on this. But otherwise, we're just actually going to get right into it. Starting off for defense is going to be Rollins College, and we're going to see a Knights Pink attack coming out. It looks like the favored side is on C at the moment. It looks like that's what they're pointing to. Liv, do you have anything you want to mention about these players as we get started with this match in the bye phase?
This is actually Gummy's first match officially on the team. She is our treasurer, so it's really exciting to see one of our officers being able to play one of the first matches on this new team.
Always exciting for somebody in our club to actually be in an important position like an officer role as well as a player. Kind of gets them familiar with the whole vibe going around the players. But we're gonna get started out. Thunderous and company slowly moving towards C. Throwing a couple smokes down, but slowly rotating back. It looks like they may have faked the site. Not sure if Rollins is really fallen for the trick here, but can we see up front in the B site area, and meanwhile Ivy will be centering the push all the way towards A, and Knights Pink will be electric coming out onto the A site. Chase from Rollins alerting the squad. We've got company coming out through door to lead the chase. Ghost in hand. Plant going down, still no picks on the board though.
Planted.
And the plant does go down successfully for Knights Pink. As we see Samurai Alex indoors, a bunch of kills coming down, a double from Gummy. Circle as well getting a kill. Samurai Alex trying to get the pick on the board for Rollins, but it's not going to work. Still a 5v2 in a very quick session, but it is going to work out for Samurai Alex. And now going to have to clutch a 1v3 with the time ticking down very, very close. Can't land the shots though. Thunderous crouching right beneath those bullets to secure the first round for Knights Pink. Very explosive round coming from Knights Pink in this first round here. Looked like they were gonna go C, but they quickly switched their plan there, or that may have actually been their plan, but they quickly switched up there, and it looks like Rollins wasn't fully prepared to have all their members switch to one site. Great play coming out from Knights Pink.
Time out.
All right, setup once again. Knights Pink again looking like they're going to favor the C side. The Killjoy though for Rollins still haven't learned the names just yet. We'll get there. Thunderous leading in with a Bulldog. They've got the buy, so it's a little bit easier. Gonna take down the turret. Don't want Killjoy being alerted when they're crossing in through the door. Puffin though, unfortunately trying to fight a 1v3, yeah, that was very unfortunate. Thunderous though leading the charge on C site with Knights Pink, and that plant is definitely gonna go down. C looking free as day for Knights Pink. All they have to do is kind of set up, watch the bomb. This is a 4v4, plenty of time for Rollins to get going, but they're gonna have to move quick. It looks like they're waiting very patiently for somebody to over peek. We can see Sugar Dad here. He's gonna go for it. Not gonna work. Gummy though getting the first pick. Another trade coming out. Circle trades all around actually, and it ends up coming down to a 1v3. Once again, Samurai Alex stuck in an Omen smoke. That's not a good place to be. Can't find anyone. Too late on the bomb. take your weapon and leave, but you might have company. Watch out behind you. Yeah. And committed suicide there. And there goes the gun, I guess. All right, 2-0 Knights Pink. Some quick plants coming out, and Rollins really isn't trying to retake very quick, and it's kind of fighting back on them here. But they probably need to get something going pretty soon here with these retakes. Maybe a little bit better about predicting where Knights Pink is gonna go. We actually see Rollins now having 4 people on A side. It looks like they're thinking that they are gonna go A side in. Knights Pink though, look, everyone's centered around the spawn. Nobody actually pushed anywhere. It looks like they might slowly move through B. Trigger Dad being very hyper aggressive though on this A entry, but it's not gonna matter. As you can see, the squad slowly moving through B. Kyber's ready, not Flash though. Couldn't get the raise. Kyber and Samurai Alex both getting trades 4 coming out from Rollins, and quickly it becomes a 1v5 for Serical, and it will not work out for Knights Pink, and Rollins gets their first point on the board.
Yeah, that first gun round really gave them that opportunity to have a gun advantage against Knights Pink, and it really paid off, especially because they tried to take B site and they had such a good hold on it.
Right, and I'm sure, you know, through that little doorway, I forget where, I'm a Siege player, so help me out on the callouts, but currently where the first and second player are, it's like the door that you can break down between B and A. Yeah, split. Yeah, it was just 2 players there, kind of ruined it for Knights Pink. That's all right. They'll work on the bounce back here. It looks like a split push coming out. Both C and B presence from Knights Pink. Rollins quickly rotating over this time.
Cover going out.
Folks coming out from Gummy to try and hide her players into C site. The plant is finally going to go down. Nades coming. Shooting through the smoke though is Kyber. Got Circle down to a pretty low spot. Still a 5v5. No shots have been delivered in a deathly manner just yet. Knights Pink though a little on edge about how they're trying to hold this down. Trade coming out. Sugar Dad Roach getting a triple now actually. And Puffin was all that's left, but could not clutch the 1v3 to protect the spike. And Rollins will tie it up 2-2 going into the 5th round.
Screen down.
Feels like they're much more confident with their reads on Knights Pink. They just needed those first 2 rounds to get an understanding of how they play.
Right, and it does look like Rollins kind of made the mistake of those slow rotates in the first 2 rounds. Second 2 were much better though, so Knights Pink probably gonna have to find a way in order to mitigate the rotate as much as possible and protect the spike if they're gonna go for those early plants. But it looks like an A push coming out. A very aggressive Rollins College players ready to fight on A site. And all of the Knights Pink still in that. I'm tempted to call everything lobby. It's so funny. Thunder's getting ready to flash though. Time for the peak. It looks like they're on a save round as well. I didn't even notice. Sheriff's all around, and that did not work out very well again.
That was a very quick round.
Yeah. That's a save round for you. A bunch of Sheriffs versus Phantoms and Vandals all around. Rollins will take their first lead in the match though. And hey, Valorant is a momentum shift game. So pay attention to your buys, everybody. Very important. Next round coming out, Kyber, we can see looking like he's gonna set up the flash this Omen here. And actually, this may work out for Rollins if this is executed correctly. Kyber slowly gets the blind off through a bunch of walls and trim sheets we see. To no avail though for Rollins. Serico will instead keep pushing up. And another smoke goes out for Rollins. As Knights Pink already has entry. Ivy with the Cypher has entry on the B site. But a lot of company coming in, gets 1 pick. Watch behind you.
Spike planted.
And the plant does, in fact, go down on B. What a great fake from Nice Pink. It seemed like they were going to go A, but actually brought the party silently to B. More trades coming out. It's a 3v3. Very possible for the retake from Rollins. Gotta be careful. And now we're seeing that Zero thing in action. Brand new weapon skin. I love it. But it's really not going to help Thunderous, unfortunately, who gets shut out. Rollins will take another round and double their lead on top of Knights Pink.
That KJ ult really put pressure on them to try and do something, but they had a really good nade to destroy it. Still, though, Rollins was able to pull through and retake that site really smoothly. Yeah,
it did, and it's good that you mentioned the KJ ult, because that did pull everybody back on Knights Pink and made everybody back up, because unfortunately, you know, that B site, very small on Lotus, so a great Killjoy ult coming from CS Roach here. Once again, we're seeing a C push from Knights Pink. All 5 of them committing pretty fast. Kyber throwing the smoke over to protect Samurai Alex from dying, hopefully. Knights Pink has not yet entered. Molly's coming off in this little pinch point. And the door is opened. The squad is now moving to B site, and they're gonna enter pretty fast. Siracle, though, getting taken down very quick, as well as the rest of the team. Already a 1v5 for Ivy, to no avail. It will once again end in a round for Rollins. Knights Pink looking for a reset, looking to get their foot back in this game. 5 straight round losses, sorry, I should specify, in a row. And we see the scoreboard here. Samurai Alex, I believe, started this game with 7 kills, only got 1, still remains at the very top of the leaderboard, though. And
first buy round once again for Knights Pink, so I'm hoping that this will change the momentum.
Yeah, and this is a much needed round for Knights Pink. They do not want to be put on their back foot after this bye once again. Seen a lot of Immortal Charms. That shows you the high skill area of this game. These players know what they are doing. Some fire through the smoke there by who was that? It was the Killjoy. It was the Viper. Got a few really good shots on somebody on Knights Pink. I think they got healed though. And they'll back up. Everyone will play very slowly here. Gummy entering through the mound area. Beacon for heads. Samurai Alex kind of in a really good spot. I don't think Gummy's gonna look at this. Yeah. Oh, but Samurai Alex is not ready for Ivy coming close behind, and Knights Pink will make their entry quickly onto C site. Roach will back up and get ready for the retake. It's a 4v4, plenty of time to get going. The Viper coming out though from Knights Pink, and that will help a lot with defending this. A great blind there coming out, and Siracle will get the pick on Kyber coming up from C. Great play there from both of those players. Good coordination. Sugar Dad, though, getting a pick.
Nice.
2 picks make that 1 through the smoke, 1 not. Great use of util there. Roach can't get the kill on Puffin. It is a 1v2 for Sugar Dad. The molly coming out. I don't think it completely landed, but it's not going to matter. Puffin cleans up Sugar Dad anyway. And finally, Knights Pink gets their long-awaited round win against Rollins, and they are back in this game.
I really think that Viper ult won them that round. It took up so much space on C site, and it let them, you know, play to their advantage.
Absolutely. And speaking of their successes on C site here, actually looks like they're going to switch it up yet again. And again, Rollins is... Their players are very aggressive on this A side. They love to try and push the fight as far up as they possibly can. We can see 3 players coming out here. Chase leading the chase, funny enough. Convenient naming coming out from Rollins. Sugar Dad, here comes the dog on the other side. Chaos ensues in a very small room at the beginning of A. The Decay coming out onto Chase. Still somehow survives, gets blinded. Each team losing a player in the process. Meanwhile, Thunder is slowly looking into the seaside area. Checking the corners. Probably alerting the team that it's clear. At least so much as they can tell. And Circle entering the site after the call being green. Nade's coming out, Molly's coming out. Everywhere around the site. Rollins with a quick response though. They're all centered around those 2 link points. This actually may be a successful retake if they can go quick enough. Oh man, and that's not something good you want to see from Knights Pink. They're all kind of clustered up in that back area. Again, anything with area damage is not going to be pretty for all the Knights Pink players here. They're going to be very careful. I don't think Rollins kind of expects this though. And Chase peeking out, not going to work though. Gummy, though, clutches a 1v2 in order to secure the round for Knights Pink and make it a 1-round differential. Wow. And the defenders, Rollins calling a timeout. Oh, they've only lost 2 rounds in a row. They haven't really lost too much momentum. I'm actually surprised this timeout is coming, but I mean, if I'm Rollins, I talk about the retakes. Liv, what do you think?
I mean, I feel like they've been pretty solid. It's just the last 2 rounds, the Knights Pink have been able to take the site and do stuff that they're not expecting, and I guess it would be good for them to be able to talk about like staying on their toes and being ready to expect anything, because you never know with Knights Pink.
Right, a very unpredictable team. We've seen them kind of bait into one area, like they're going A or like they're going C first, and then quickly switching it up and going full throttle into the other direction. I guess that's something good about Lotus, that you can do. The A and C site are pretty far away from each other, making that attacker motion pretty easy for either team. Gummy, though, looking at a wall very silently. Knights Pink kind of looks a little AFK here. Oh, it's the buy phase. That's why. I thought the rounds, I don't know why, but I heard the countdown start and I thought the round was beginning. I completely missed that. Now the round will start. Thunderous coming out with a flash. Nobody looking at the bird though. They're gonna enter site anyway. The smoke coming out from Viper, and that Molly's still down from the Killjoy. Knights Pink will be halted at the seaside entry point. Doesn't look like anybody from Rollins is moving over just yet. Actually, just kidding. The Omen coming to help out, as well as the Raze on B side, just to make sure they're not doing anything fake. But Knights Pink, though, we've already got somebody committing. It's Gummy. The Omen coming through, not able to get the shot off, and has alerted Rollins about the presence deep sight. And Kyber is still waiting for somebody to come up the stairs so that they can get picked off. Gummy may be a victim here, unless she can find a way to maybe see a person down into Waterfall, but this is such a slow entry. Everyone's very silent, kind of pretending that nothing's happening. This is so interesting. It's like a standoff.
30
Everyone's
seconds left.
watching their corners, watching their entry. Nobody's really making a move, and now Gummy will go for the plant. Somebody's got to peek. The smoke coming out. Kyber, though, gets some sort of wall bang on Thunderous, something that we did not see. But it worked out for Knights Pink. They got the bomb down, but lost 2 people in the process. And again, they're kind of stuck in this back corner area. Not something you particularly want to see. And if you're peeking out like Gummy, yeah, that did not work out very well. Rollins finally getting a round after 2 defeats, and it looks like their retake was much better. They were very patient in Knights Pink. Did not call any rotates over. Whoever was responsible of saying, hey, stay here, was probably right. Very good idea coming out from Rollins, but 6-4 on the board, and now we're into round 11.
A really close match. It looks like that timeout really did work out for Rollins. It let them recollect themselves, and I think that they just needed a reminder to play together and be very decisive on how they peak.
Right. Absolutely agree with you there. I lost my second AirPod.
Let's start this
Oh,
party.
there it is. Sorry, that was off topic, but I started freaking out there for a second.
I'll find you.
Apple products cost a lot of money. Anyway,
Fire
a B-side push though coming out from Knights Pink. Kyber backs up a little bit, throws a smoke down, but Sirical already pretty deep into that little hole area, that little concave area onto B-site. But Knights Pink actually not planting the bomb just yet. Instead, they're gonna go for a pick. Everybody peeks Roach. Goodbye, Roach. 3DP5 on the board in favor of Knights Pink. And they've got B-site control. I don't know if they're gonna, oh yeah, they are gonna finally take advantage of it. Kind of a late plant coming out from there, but it works out. 2 people off the board, and now you've got an odd man retake needed from Rollins. Kyber with the pre-fire, hoping somebody's in the corner there. It doesn't look like anybody is. Hammer Alex speaking, unfortunately, to Thunderous, who is looking at that angle. And Kyber stuck with the new Zero Fang weapon. Hashtag riot.
Getting hunted down.
Yeah. 38 health. Kyber is just in. This may not work out. Oh, Pulse just missing.
No, they know that they're in there.
Yeah. Not really worth the death, though, from Knights Pink. Kind of not worth it. Bomb's gonna go off, though, and Kyber will die anyway.
Last round in the half.
And this is a very even half here coming out from both teams. Possibly a either 7-5 or 6-6 half. Great to see even matches like this. Makes it a lot more entertaining. My question after this round is, how will Rollins approach the attack? And, you know, will it be sort of that fake and go mentality, or will they actually just full commit to one area and hope it works? But one more round for Knights Pink on attack. They're gonna choose C site, except Viper. Going to lurk B. The Viper ult coming out from Rollins though. And the Boombot alerting the presence of somebody in the smoke. A couple warning shots coming up from Knights Pink as they rotate through the door.
Seek them out.
Ult's coming out from Thunderous though. Try and hunt down any players that they can get. Maybe fake the B site. Kyber though seems ready for it. Throws a warning smoke there onto the choke point of A, and it will work out in a little bit for Rollins. They will go into 3 through the door though. Killjoy's alarm bot going off as well. Thunderous scouting the area with the scout. Looks pretty clear to me. And the plant will go down. Sirical opening the killing floor against Sugar Dad. And Roach waiting patiently with the Killjoy ult. The door has to open, and Samurai Alex there with 2 picks coming from the Sheriff. But gets traded out by Puffin from an actual weapon. By the way, they're defusing. You know, Roach doesn't get it off though. Oh my god. Oh, and they're gonna try and defuse again. Is it gonna work? And it's not! Knights Pink, barely a buzzer beater, actually getting both players off of the bomb in order to secure an even 6-6 going into the half. What an exciting round. That was probably the most down to the wire round we've seen so far, and it was the very last round of the half, but wow.
I was waiting for the Viper Mollies to get used, but it seemed the spray worked out just fine for them.
It did indeed. And now we can see how Rollins will set up their attack. I see 2 players C, 2 players B, and 1 A. So it looks like they're gonna split this up pretty evenly. Don't know the weapon choice just yet. I would assume some people are running Sheriffs. Ghosts all around as well. A nice view of B site, which Gummy will take control of. Sugar Dad crouching slowly towards the entry point onto C. And the classic shot. Cypher's cam is broken. They're gonna have to wait a long time for that. No biggie. Puffin to the rescue. Trying to bait a shot. Thinking somebody will go into that molly, but Poison goes down. The Cypher trap is still there. And a smoke coming out from Rollins on the attack. Interesting. Okay. Maybe they're thinking about the rotate? Oh no.
Not sure.
That's not good. Run back! Yeah, that was a really smart play from Rollins putting the smoke down actually. It fooled Knights Pink, and now Rollins has control into C. Unfortunate displacement there from Knights Pink. Works out very well for Rollins. They'll get the plant down. Still 5v5 on the board. Just under 30 seconds left. Samurai Alex up front. Does not get hit. Kyber does though. 4v5 on the board. Entry coming out. And a retake coming out from Knights Pink. 2 headshots. Shot from behind. 2 for Puffin. Thunderswell getting a kill. Roach. Oh, everyone's stuck in the reload. Roach, though, in a 1v3, technically 1v4, and it's not going to work out. Both Ivy and Roach stuck in a reload animation there. That was a little awkward. There's actually a lot of classics. No sheriffs that I saw, but ghosts and classics on the board. And Rollins will once again have their lead. Only seeing a lead here from Knights Pink early on in the match, but
This goes here.
unfortunately, that did not last too long. If you're just joining us, since we did start the stream a little late,
Used to feel like this.
we're in map 1. This is the NECC first game for Knights Pink in a collegiate run match. I guess, I don't know. They have done the Aurora series before. The NECC though, an organization running many titles at once. I'm actually a part of that as well. But enough of that. Get into the match here. We have 3 members on Knights Pink, Gummy included in that, who gets 2 kills with the Bulldog, and that's gonna make Rollins retreat. I forgot that the color switched. Oh, that is important. Okay, Knights Pink won the last round. I keep forgetting how this works. So, okay, Rollins is now red. Yeah, Rollins is now red. And Knights Pink is blue. Noted. Mental note. So, Knights Pink has their lead. Just kidding. Ignore what I said earlier about them not having a lead in a while, because now they have a lead. But Rollins still getting the plant down on A. Even though it's a 3v5, they're in a pretty good situation. 3 players, or is that 2 players? 2 players stuck in tree, and 1 coming through mid. Thunder suspects that there is somebody lurking. And everybody's blinded on the side of Knights Pink. Sirical getting a kill with the Bulldog. Thunder is cleaning up 1 more. And a 1v5 attempt coming from Samurai Alex. Not working out so well. Knights Pink, a flawless round for them, and they will go up 2 finally. And remember, you get 1 timeout per game in Valorant competitive. And unfortunately, Rollins has already used their timeout. So maybe they're thinking about that they should have saved that for a later time, but it did work out for a couple rounds. That timeout did do them wonders for a couple rounds in the first half. But it seems to be changing up here as Knights Pink showing a pretty dominant defense. Chase coming out with the teammate Viper.
4-stack rushing A while they're 4-stacked on C does not seem like a very fortunate, risky decision by Knights Pink, but we'll have to see if they fully commit to the site.
Right, and Rollins seems to be going kind of back and forth, debating on whether they actually want to push this or not. They did get the Cypher trip down, so there's some Sentinel action that is not going to be present from Knights Pink. Puffin's still alive, and there is still a nice tripwire there to accompany her inside B site. Roach waiting patiently for the go from the Rollins squadron. Seems to be just on B. Actually, I think they're just looking for people rotating, people trying to flank. This is called a flank watch roll, ladies and gentlemen. But
30 seconds
the rest of the
left.
team is going to be pushing A, and it seems to be getting pretty intense over here. Ivy, though, going down from Samurai Alex, and Rollins finally in deep sight, have control of A, and the plant is down. And they will seek refuge back in tree. Very inconvenient smoke coming out from Gummy, if you're Rollins College. Kyber, though, not too worried about it, getting 2 picks off the board, one of them being Gummy.
One enemy remaining.
A very good cross coming out from Rollins College. Thunderous, all that's left to clutch a 1v2, and it's not really looking in a too good of a position. All Rollins has to do is just not peek, and it's
One enemy remaining.
pretty much over. But it doesn't matter. Thunderous getting both picks anyway, kind of being aggressive on the peak, but unfortunately will not have enough time to defuse the bomb, and Rollins will get their first round of the half.
Yeah, but at least out of that, she was able to get a gun, and those were some clean shots.
Right, and you're right. They Thunderous did have the Spectre there and was able to pick up the Phantom, so a little good on the eco coming up from Knights Pink. 1 round down, nothing too much to worry about if you're Knights Pink. But about a half save coming out from Rollins. This is a little interesting. We got some light shields coming out, as well as a full shield and a Bulldog. So it's like a 3/4 buy, I guess you could say, if we're doing the grand scheme of things. But Rollins is going to play pretty safe here, very slow coming onto the objective, and don't want to lose too much. Too many weapons, too fast. Chase, though, opening the killing floor against Puffin with a wall bang. And this will force... Oh no, actually, Rollins voluntarily deciding to back up. And it looks like they're actually going to funnel up through A site. Not particularly good if you're Rollins, as these Knights Pink members are pretty close by. Thunderous, unfortunately, running straight into the grenade, takes a heap of damage. Gummy getting 3 kills on the board, though, into everyone that's coming on A site, and it's a 1v2 chase. Plenty of time to plant the bomb and make a move. And they're gonna plant the flag right onto A site. No need for a rotate. The utility is up. The health is not. But the thing is, Knights Pink has no idea where Chase actually is.
One enemy remaining.
And 1 kill coming down. It's a 1v1. Chase is 1 kill away from an ace, by the way. Hopefully Thunderous is not the final victim.
Fire in the hole.
Oh boy. And that is gonna about seal the deal, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Lateral damage.
Good use of the ult, really.
Outcome.
Yeah. And the ult is... The timing of that ult was really everything to secure that kill. So, Rollins will get their 2 rounds back. It's once again a tie game, stuck at 8. What do we think is the cause of the Knights Pink team losing 2 rounds in a row, Liv?
I definitely think that last round could have been winnable if they peaked together instead of taking the 1v1s and giving Chase the opportunity to get that ace. But I think that they just need to play together. Which it seems like they're doing. They're definitely pushing up all together right now.
Yeah, what is going on from Knights Pink here? So they just left the site open. Every single member pushed through A site, and now the spawns have been completely reversed, as the entirety of the defense is now in the attacker spawn. slowly coming through B. I don't think Rollins knows that the whole team is currently in B. And look at this, they're gonna retake in the same way that they just take the site in general. Except now you have a bomb countdown, so it's even harder. But it looks pretty clear. It doesn't look like Rollins was completely aware that everyone was gonna funnel through one entry point. The bomb's ticking and it's on its second stage. Gonna have to act quick if they want to get any progress down. Trades coming out, it doesn't look like there's gonna be enough time. Roach and Kyber playing a little too safe there. The util coming out. And pretty much everyone on Knight's Pink dies. And Roach being the last alive to save their weapon.
For an eco round, it wasn't that bad, considering they got 4 kills out of all of their team, and they only had sheriffs.
Right. An eco round coming out from Knight's Pink, you mean? Yeah, and it's funny, I didn't even notice that they were on an eco round. It was good, and they did get 4 picks on the board, and that's something they should be they should be pretty happy about. Trying to ruin the eco little by little. Your Knight's Pink.
Blinded.
Kyber opening the killing floor. Circle finally getting the first nade kill of the game that I've seen. Both teams managing with 4 individuals. And Rollins gonna finally work on the rotate. Going into C site, which seemingly looks free, as long as they watch for those tripwires. They're gonna have to take quick. Oh, they don't even know that there's somebody here. And yep, that Cypher cam is gonna look straight at everybody, and that's gonna initiate the Knight's Pink rotate here. Rollins gonna have to take pretty quickly if they want to get anywhere at the site. But that Viper ult's gonna help a lot in their favor. Puffin coming out with the scout.
Spike planted.
And it goes deep into the Viper ult. Everyone's kind of firing, hoping that some shots are gonna land, but everyone's kind of pretty low health coming out from Knight's Pink, and Thunderous says I don't care and decides to get a kill anyway with 1, but it doesn't matter. Rollins picking up 3 kills themselves. Thunderous is all that's left. Try and clutch a 1v3, and unfortunately that's just not gonna work out. Interesting ult coming out there from the Omen, and Thunderous is going to retreat as there is pretty much no way you can win that. Once again, you talk about one weapon that is saved throughout all of the chaos. Thunderous will keep a Vandal. Are they going to be on a save run again? That's the question.
I think that their eco is everywhere.
All right. We'll see in the coming minutes. Yeah, it looks it looks like they're gonna save. I see some. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of things.
Thunder is gonna play this aggressive role though, coming out with the Vandal. Might as well try to get something out of it, right? But it's not gonna work. Thunderous instead goes down to 70 health. Unfortunately, could not land any shots onto the Rollins College members, who now seem to be rotating pretty aggressively into A site. Nobody there really to retrieve except a lone Cypher wire and a camera. Ivy though sticking pretty close by. Probably gonna wait for the plan to start working. Everybody ran into that trip right there, but quickly reduced to atoms as Ivy does actually get the first hit with Spectre. And Rollins getting 3 kills on the board, Ivy picking up her second.
1 enemy remaining.
And Ivy's actually all that's left. Good news! Ivy's got a Vandal. But that's pretty awkward. Yeah.
Yeah, not much you can do about that. Hilo makes it hard to peek two different people. They also had the Viper Mollies and the KJ Mollies on there, so that was a really hard round for Ivy to pull out.
Rollins pulling up with a 3-round lead, and this is pretty pivotal. Now at 11, they only need 2 more rounds to secure to their map victory. But again, Knights Pink now has a full buy. They don't have much room. Thunderous actually doesn't have a full buy, surprisingly. Wasn't Thunderous the one with the Vandal from the previous one? Interesting. Actually, she may have bought somebody. That may have been what happened. Rollins once again, rotating all the way through a site.
Face your fear!
Taking comfortably through the door. Puffin though. Ult's coming out. Ult's galore actually. Everyone's ulting. And the Viper ult coming out. Unfortunately, taking a little bit of damage as Puffin. Circle getting a boombot kill. Gummy as well. Getting their trade.
Spike down
Trades coming
A.
all around too from Samurai Alex.
Camera taken out.
Ivy could not land the shots on Roach, and it's a 2v2 situation. Circle and Thunderous, though, pretty deep into
One
sight.
enemy remaining.
Fight's gonna happen quick here.
Spike
Thunderous
down A.
getting a very important pick onto Samurai Alex, who is the only one in sight from Rollins, and it's up to Roach to try and get the 2 picks and or plant the bomb and eventually get the 2 picks. Again, an awkward angle. Yeah, not gonna work out. Great cross there.
Perfectly.
I can
Great
hold
cross
an
there
area
from,
pretty well myself. Make sure to cover the angles I
From the Rollins
can't.
College players. Circle finally, or I'm sorry, great cross from